Dear student, in this video lesson, I will teach you active and passive voice with past continuous form. In our previous video lesson, we talked about active and passive voice with past simple form. In this video lesson, first of all, we looked into the positive sentences, the structure of positive sentences, an active voice and passive form, and then we looked into the different examples. Active sentences in the past continuous tense have the following structures. First we have subject, then we have was, were, then we have a past form of verb plus ing form of the verb, and then we have object. Passive sentences in the past continuous tense have the following structure. Object of the active sentences, this object becomes the subject here in the passive form, and then we put helping verb was verb according to singular or plural, noun or pronoun. Then we have being, then we have past participle form of the verb जो हमारे जिसको हम थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब भी कहते हैं. फिर हमारे पास बाय आ जाएगा और फिर सब्जेक्ट ऑफ द एक्टिव सेंटेंसेस जो यहाँ पर क्या है, हमारे पास सब्जेक्ट है और ये हमारे पास यहाँ पर क्या बन जाएगा, ऑब्जेक्टिव बन जाएगा, ऑब्जेक्ट. So here are some example. She was writing a novel. A novel was being written by her. So we just change the object into subject and then helping verb, then we put being. In other tenses we put the helping verb of another tense, but इस टेंस में हम इसी ही के हेल्पिंग वर्ब लिखते हैं, सिर्फ बीइंग का एडिशन करते हैं. एंड थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब वी यूज़, एज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, थ्रू आउट द टेंसेस वी पुट थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब एंड देन बाय एडिशन, और फिर हमारे पास जो सब्जेक्ट है वो ऑब्जेक्ट में चला जाएगा. सो शी चेंज इनटू ऑब्जेक्टिव फॉर्म हर. They were saying their prayers. Their prayers were being said by them. He was giving a lecture. A lecture was being given by him. Now we have a negative sentences. How we change negative sentences of active voice into passive voice of a past continuous tense. Active voice हमारे पास पहला सब्जेक्ट आ जाता है, देन वाज वर और उसके बाद नॉट आ जाता है जो यहाँ पर लिखना भूल गए हैं, देन आईएनजी फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब, देन ऑब्जेक्ट. पैसिव वॉइस में हमारे पास ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ द एक्टिव सेंटेंसेस वाज वर नॉट प्लस बीइंग प्लस पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब व्हाट वी कॉल्ड इट थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब, फिर बाई का एडिशन कर लेते हैं और फिर सब्जेक्ट ऑफ द एक्टिव सेंटेंसेस जो पैसिव वॉइस में ऑब्जेक्ट ही होता है. She was not preparing dinner. ये एक्टिव वॉइस का सेंटेंस है. Dinner was not being prepared by her. We just put not between the helping verb was and the helping verb being. He was not making a speech. A speech was not being made by him. So now we are shifting to the interrogative sentences into the passive form. स्ट्रक्चर इसका कैसा है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी पुट द हेल्पिंग वर्ब एट द बिगिनिंग. एज यू ऑलरेडी नो, whenever we are making interrogative sentences we put the helping verb at the beginning of a sentence. First we put helping verb was and were, then we have subject, then we have ing form of the verb, and then we have object. पैसिव वॉइस में हमारे पास वाज वर ही पहले आ जाएगा, इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंस है, देन वी यूज ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ द एक्टिव वॉइस विच बिकम द सब्जेक्ट इन पैसिव वॉइस. जो पैसिव वॉइस में हमारे पास असल में सब्जेक्ट ही बन जाता है, और फिर हमारे पास बीइंग आ जाती है एंड देन आईएनजी फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब एंड देन सब्जेक्ट ऑफ द एक्टिव वॉइस. पैसिव फॉर्म ऑफ दीज सेंटेंसेस बिगिन विद वाज और वर. पैसिव फॉर्म भी वाज और वर के साथ ही शुरू हो जाते हैं. If the active sentences begin with a question word, अगर हमारे पास active sentences किसी question word के साथ शुरू हो जाते हैं, जैसे कि हमारे पास word why, the passive sentences will also begin with a question words. तो वही question word हम was were से पहले लिखेंगे. Now look at these examples. Was she writing a letter? Was a letter being written by her? Why were you cheating me? Why was I being cheated by you? Which book were you reading? Which book was being read by you? Which book was being read by you? Why was she beating the child? Why was the child being beaten by her? For what were you making such a noise? For what was such a noise being made by you? Here in this example you can see why is a question word which comes at the beginning in active voice, so you have to write it in passive voice also at the beginning of a sentence. Likewise we have which and why for what, we use it as in the beginning of sentence in active voice as well as in passive voice. Now our lecture is end of this point. I am giving you a home task. You have to write the whole slides in your neat notebook. Understand the lesson through video lesson. You have to write this whole slide in your neat notebook. और फिर इसी ही लेसन से आपने इसको समझना है. Memorize the rules and structure of past continuous tense in active and passive form. Write at least 5 examples of positive, negative, interrogative sentences of past continuous tense in active and passive form. You have to write at least कम से कम 5 जुमले बनाने हैं पॉजिटिव, नेगेटिव, इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंस पास्ट कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म के और इसके एक्टिव और पैसिव फॉर्म के. सो सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. अल्लाह हाफिज़.